God, Goddess, morning, evening, afternoon, day, night, whenever you're seeing this, friend. 𝐻𝐈𝐁𝐻, 𝐘𝐜𝐄𝐒𝐒, best friends. How are you vibing today? Hope all is well. No matter the vibe and frequency you're on. I almost forgot what I was about to say. 𝐕𝐈𝐁𝐻 and 𝐕𝐈𝐁 𝑃𝑅𝑂𝐻. Welcome and welcome Black is for expansion. For those who are returning to my channel, becoming wisegaylV, following my soul's vibe. For those of you who are new, I am the rare Black unicorn, a real journey in these social media streets, and my channel is an astrological tarot audio visualization. What does that all mean? Pretty much on my channel, friend, overall, simply put, I break down the energetic effect and effect that the spiritual realms have on us, helping you have a better understanding of your haters, of your money, of your love life, of your health, overall you, friend, via tarot and astrology, specifically the moon, because the moon is connected to our subconscious, where we consciously, subconsciously live day in and day out. Overall, friend, I spill the energetic detox tea so you know how to move in these energetic and physical streets. Bless. But now that you know who I am, for those of you who are new, let's finish breaking bread. Have a seat at the table, babies. Catch the vibes and get into our holistic astro tarot talk. But first, let's dive into the astrology today, the energy for the day. Catch the vibes, and then we'll see what comes out in your tarot, so you know how to work with the energy better for those piles that you resonate with. Okay, bless. Friends, so today is October 18th. So the energy today is all about how I'm using my strength, meaning you, friend, how you're using your strength, how you're using your powers in your day-to-day time and timeless realms, to remind yourself that you are and you can walk to the beat of your own drum, no matter what and or who says otherwise. But most importantly, yourself, friend, because with last night being the Cancer last quarter moon, and that energy is carrying over into today until tonight we go into the Leo zodiac phase of the waning crescent moon phase. It's all showing you how to take leadership of your own life and of yourself today by choosing which inner voice you want to actually hear and which inner voice / inner thoughts you'll listen to, and how are the outsiders, meaning the people and the environments you're in and surrounded by, how they're affecting and influencing you. The energy is getting thick because we're about to enter Leo, the Leo zodiac sign. But overall, it's going to ask, or energetically ask you, is the people and environments you're in aligned closer to your end results, or meaning like your goals or to your lessons? What is your environments and the people involved reflecting to you, so that you can move within the soul contracts of your lessons and blessings, meaning your experiences within, the environments and the other people who are learning the same lessons as you. It's all to let you know that this is all for a specific purpose per the soul contracts you signed with those people to experience, but they're just experiencing it at a different way per the unique details of their past, including past lives. So today, during the month of October, the month of long-term goals, careers, our coin, our bags, our energy, our power, and our inner strength, that's what the whole month of October is all about. With the underlining energy of 6, which is the lovers, that's Gemini energy as well. Today is going to ask you, what do you choose, friend? what do you choose to focus on the most? Because the Lover's card is all about what you choose, what side of the fence you choose to ride with. That'll bring you the most balance. You know, the Lover's card is all about those self heart-to-heart talks that you have with and within yourself. And then with Gemini and the energy being in play, it's all about bringing that balance to the physical, because Gemini energy is masculine energy. It's the yin yang, you know, double twin flames, but it's more so masculine sometimes, because those internal actions that you take is like the masculine energy, the internal masculine energy that you shift out of you. And you know, as within it is below, as it is as within it is throughout, as above so below, you know. So where do you choose to take your actions energetically? Therefore physically you will follow, you know, that energy. That energy will follow through into your physical life. So that's what today's energy is going to ask. What do you choose, friend? And today, like, just pay attention to the images, you know, because there are, like, whatever you visualize overall, whatever your thoughts are, no matter if the thoughts and the memories is promoting positive emotions or challenging emotions, combine with the people and the environments you're physically in and interacting in and with, aka co-creating. The vibes today within the astros that's surrounding us is to show and teach us what we need to know, to know about the stagnations that's going on within us, and sometimes the toxic energies within us, to even strive to push you, pretty much to help you strive to focus on your highest and brightest qualities about yourself, and see those around you in a better light, no matter how well or not well they're doing in life. Because when you gain the mental understanding, friend, of the emotions you feel, high and low vibrational, you're able to work with and within yourself a lot better, you know, a lot healthier, creating and co-creating more stability, because now you're operating at a higher vibration, aka you're aligning with your higher self and your highest purpose, for your current aspect and point and position that you're in. You know, you can interact and work with others a lot healthier, because now you have a better understanding of the emotional aspects of the soul and of the soul, meaning your soul and your soul contracts. Even though a lot of us subconsciously don't realize it consciously, is what I mean, because we're energetic beings. We just automatically go off our feelings, but subconsciously that's what's going on, regardless if you realize it or not. But you know, when you able to see the good in other people, that means you're vibing at a higher vibration, which we all know. But it's like, how do we maintain it? So by paying attention to the smaller details, which is what the purposes of the waning crescent moon is all overall, is paying attention to the details of what's really going on. Don't just flow and just accept the things that's going on in the physical life for what it is. There's a reason why things work out the way they do, regardless if it works out for you in your favor or it's not. It's because you created / co-created the experience per the contracts that you signed, friend, as well as I lost my train of thought, but you signed the contract to experience these certain experiences. So therefore, everything and everyone involved, you are co-creating with those energies, with those entities, and with people physically, and as well as the environments that you're in. You're co-creating with everything. So just pay attention to the details this week, especially today being October 18th. Through the 20th, because we will be in a Leo waning crescent moon phase. As I mentioned in my previous videos this week, Leo energy is has a fixed modality, and it's a masculine energy. So it's going to uproot the areas within us where we're currently being affected the most in the physical. For me, the Leo energy showed me when I really sat down and paid attention to myself and stuff, that my stagnation and blockages currently is in preparation, timing, and patience. And so I know the energies of like stress, feelings of being overwhelmed, frustration, irritation, those are going to come in, because those are all energies that I have not put to rest. Those are all kept making, renewing. That's the word I'm thinking of. I'm like, what's the word? Renewing contracts with them to keep working with those energies in an unhealthy way. So therefore, this Leo moon, crescent moon phase, waning crescent moon phase, my lesson in the physical is like the disorganization that I have. Like I'll do good for a while, and then next thing you know, once one little thing happened and I'm thrown off, it's like a domino effect, and it's hard to get back up, especially being somebody with the way my mind was wired, and dealing with like manic depression and stuff like that, and other mental health issues and stuff in the past. Like, for those of you who can relate, it is not easy to just pick up and just go when you have some type of mental health issue that you're currently going through. But I don't want to diagnose. I'm not a diagnosis, so take it as it resonates. But for me, that was part of my lesson. That's how I got over a lot of my mental health, and I'm at the most healthiest point of my life mentally that I've been, and I'm striving to move forward even further and stabilize it even more to finally like get it out of my system, heal myself energetically, because once I heal myself energetically, then it can't come back. Once I get to the core and keep working, and everything is in levels, everything is in cycles, and it's been a long ride, but I'm finally at a good place where, okay, now I'm able to accept myself for where I'm at, and I'm able to move forward without sabotaging myself to the point where I used to do it in the most unhealthiest way ever, with substances in so many different areas, not just like one area. That's why when people say, substance abuse, you can't just put it on just alcohol and drugs. That's the first thing people think of. There's so many different types of ways you can abuse different substances, because substance could be anything, it could be food, it could be lack of sleep, self-care, it could be your money, because you're not taking care of yourself and you're imbalanced mentally, it affects a lot of all the areas, not just, and then that leads into other things where you try to gain some type of peace within your mind because of those areas where it's imbalanced. And that's what Leo energy is going to show us for the next couple of days and stuff. And so today being the 18th specifically, and we're wrapping up the teens as far as the dates, the 18th and the 19th, we're mostly focused on our energy, meaning just you. How are you utilizing your energy? How are you bringing peace to your energy? Your energy, when I think of energy, I look at life now from a tarot perspective, from an energetic perspective, from a, dimensions perspective. I look at life from multiple perspectives, friend. So whenever we get into the months and it starts from the 11th through the 19th, I look at it as we're focused primarily on our energy, because the first dimensions from a scientific perspective is is it the Y? No, it's the X axis. It's eternal. It goes, it doesn't stop. And I look at that as our soul. Our soul is eternal. That's our eternal energy. Because sorry, the phone just freaking fell out my hand. But once your soul decide, like, okay, this is not working out, this soul contract I made to do in the physical. Hope I'm not triggering nobody. Trigger alert, just for a warning. But once this soul contract not working out, okay, poof, something's gonna happen, and then next thing you know, you're afterlifing, and stuff. So my whole point is with this energy is, like, today's the 18th. So today is going to primarily be focused on your strength. How can you bring balance to maintain your strength? And then tomorrow, the 19th, from a tarot perspective, that's how I look at every day, from the low vibrational and the high vibrational aspects of life. What's going on physically. Physically, we're going to be tested on our strength. And then the lower vibration, the higher vibration is the month. So like I said, it's long term. So how do you want to use your energy for the long term? This blessing of a life that we have, that you have currently, how are you going to utilize it? How are you going to bring the strength to it? Because this month being October, or as they said on the radio, I mentioned in one video, like I think last week, it's Stoptober, where you stop doing all your bad habits. You bring it to an end. So this month, which coincides with the purposes of like being in the astrological 10th house, when you break it down and look at it from not just a physical perspective, but a more energetic perspective. You can't get to the bag. You can't be a leader in your life. You can't take charge of your life. You can't be a protector of your life and things like that until you know where you're at energetically and how you want to use your energy, which is your God-given gift, period. So today is going to be primarily focused on how you're going to use your energy, how you're going to level up, how you're going to be a leader within your life, and how you're going to balance and maintain that strength. To always be able to overcome your obstacles from a mental perspective, because remember, the mental is where everything starts. What you think and how you think and feel about everything, that's what creates your reality. So today is balancing your inner world, your inner strength, so that way you can maintain and make it be still. As they say, peace be still, make it be still and harmonize with it. So that way you can figure out, okay, what do I need to do to mentally hold on to this strength? What type of routines do I need to put in play mentally, or what type of things do I need to do to love on myself more? Affirmations, what am I eating? What am I drinking? Whatever you're intaking, mentally, emotionally, energetically, physically, that all comes to play. So really, and that affects your mental mood. Think about when you're going to sleep, not sleep, but when you don't get enough sleep, you can't function mentally at the highest capacity that you would like, because you're tired. Your body can't operate the way it needs to, because mentally you have not had enough rest. Because when we go to sleep, our bodies go through a rejuvenation and stuff, it rejuvenates itself. And then that's when it also goes through the timeless realms. Every night we go through our subconscious minds, whether you realize it or not, and we reflect, okay, what happened today? And all you're going to do is repeat the same things. Okay, what did they do different? What did we do different physically? Where did we correct ourselves? Oh, we didn't? Okay, we're going to repeat that. So today is finding the strength to correct your imbalances by bringing balances to it, and then maintaining that strength to keep going forward, moving forward mentally first, you know, because once you mentally can do something and you call that in, then you've conquered everything. You've conquered your emotions and you've conquered your life physically. Because tomorrow is going to test everything, being the 19th. It's like, okay, well, what do we do different? How do we bring balance, and how are we going to maintain the balance? That's today, strength. Tomorrow, the 19th, that's hermit energy. So it's like getting the wisdom through your experiences. My right ear is ringing now. Very high pitched. Sorry. So what do we learn from those experiences? Like I said, once you get your routines going, it's like mentally, energetically, it's like, oh, they are doing this. Okay. So what do we need to learn to change up? Because on the 20th is Judgment Day. You know, the 20th is the 20th card in the tarot. You know, that's how we're supposed to be using the tarot. Every day we go through the zodiac wheel of fortune. Every hour, every minute, those things. And then, you know, everybody knows numbers have a spiritual meaning or energetic meaning. We're going and stuff, which is how and why we're always surrounded by opportunities. Which is how and why even though something can be going wrong today, you have the opportunity to change it in an instant, but it all starts with your thoughts. So this week, like I said, this is the waning crescent week. So and we're working on the mental body, and we're learning how to utilize our long-term energy, meaning our souls. What do we want to do with this lifetime? Or specifically this time of the year and moving forward, you know, just to narrow it down to a smaller scale. Like they say, baby steps, you know, but that's what this energy is all about, friends. So today, the reading is going to be about as the title says, you were meant to vibe higher. Friend, you were meant to vibe higher. We all are meant to vibe higher in our own individual way, no matter where you're at in life, what aspect you're at in life, and how you vibing. At the end of the day, you were meant to vibe higher. Even if you are seeing a lot of people would associate doing well by financial, but that's just part of it. Yeah, you could be doing well financially, but that doesn't mean you're doing well within your spirit. That does not mean you're doing well within your soul. That does not mean you're doing well within your mental and emotional. Because if you always got to figure out, okay, and I got to do this in order to make this happen, and it's low vibrational and stuff, and it leaves you depleted in some type of way, you got to work on it. So don't associate just because the physical of people, the physicality of seeing people do well as being well. And even if they're highly intelligent in something, you know, that does not mean they're doing well. As you can see, there's so many YouTube videos out as far as, how to get healthier, how to make money, how to do this, how to do that, you know, because we're all still trying to figure it out, period. But before we get into the reading, friends, just to let you know, for those who are new, I am really into chakras. I believe in working on your chakra each day, each week, and each month, because certain chakras are highlighted each day and each week and each month. So we're supposed to always be working on our chakras, because those are our source of energy. And that's how we can constantly flow through the zodiac wheel of fortune with fluidity and fluency. So below in the description area are the timestamps for the 3-pile pick a card, as well as an info link explaining the 13 main chakras that we're needing to put the most work in. Bless. So I do not say which chakra goes to which pile. just to help you heighten and strengthen your intuition and discernment, friend. Plus to make it more fun. So remember, these are general readings. Take what resonates, leaves what doesn't. However, remember, we are constantly activating and fulfilling soul contracts, high and low vibrational ones simultaneously. So if something doesn't fully resonate, sit with it. Consider today's energy. Take the time to process it so you can determine which timeline you're on, past, present, or future, and figure out your vibe to know what you're truly calling in and closing out. Not saying that, I should clarify a little bit. Okay, so we're always in multiple timelines simultaneously, but just take that information to figure out, okay, is this confirmation of something to come? Possibly. Like I said, everybody's vibing differently. Or like, for example, you could use my readings and my channel, and especially the astrology portion, to compare to your life situations, life experiences, as well as other tarot readings, regardless if they're general or personal, only because this, let's say the tarot reader tells you, okay, you're calling in love. And I see that it's real soon because they're reading your energy. But how do you maintain it? My astrology portion is all to help you figure out how to maintain it, to help you use your discernment to let you know where exactly are you at within the timelines and energetic timelines, and which timeline are you on. Are you currently operating in the present where it's coming and you're mentally and emotionally aligned to that? So therefore that reading, it's actually coming because you're operating from confidence. That's what this Leo energy. Or is it just confirmation because it's happened? That might have been why you were called to that reading. Or it could be a forewarning to let you know, like, hey, you might need to do this in order to actually call this in, so you don't get out of alignment, because it's on its way. But just to give you a heads up, watch your energy. So use your discernment, use your intuition, and then as well as the chakras. Look the chakras up, so that way the chakra that you were the pile that you were called to, and the chakra that's aligned with that pile, you can use strengthen, like I said, your own intuition, so that way you can make more healthier, palindrome, polarized, harmonious choices to dog walk your low vibrational karmic contracts. Ashe. So I will see you in your piles, friends. Okay, friend. Welcome to your reading, pile one. Okay, pile one, friends. So you picked the third eye and the crown chakra pile. So that off rip told me that right now, with this being the waning crescent moon, you're in the season of learning and releasing things that are low vibrational, as far as limiting how you see life, because the third eye is all about your discernment and how you see life at your current frequency, and how you vibe at how you handle life at this point in time. That's blocking you to do better, especially with the crown chakra, because the crown chakra is all about our connection to the higher realms. It's our connection to the God of your understanding. So it's all, and that's all tied into one. So right now you're reflecting that from your understanding, right now, from your perspective, plot point, wherever you're at, in your life right now, friend, that your lesson is to have a better understanding of what truly is love. And I say love only because the 9 of Cups came out first in your reading. So you see, we have the 9 of Cups reversed, the Strength card reversed. Bottom of the deck is the Death card. Upright, we have my Kali Ma Oracle card, Chumanda, which I'll read the message to you, as well as Balance Yourself reversed. And then my go with the flow card. So immediately what I saw, friend, from your reading is that right now you're going through a lesson of where you're learning how to, or you're being energetically pushed by your higher self to learn what exactly is love. And right now you're putting your love or deeply attached to things that are not given, like a equal give and take. This could be to an actual person. You could be in a relationship with somebody. This could be your person. I'm not being told like specifically if this is a person, but it's something or someone that you have deep connection to, a love for. And right now you're being asked to let it go, to cycle out, because it's not bringing you balance. And to let it flow, because I see you fighting for it to go move on. That's what I heard when I pulled your cards, is I saw you fighting for it, like to keep this person and or experience this environment, to keep it around, but it's weakening you as far as your energy is with this eight, the strength card coming out in reverse. What you're dishing out is what I heard when I shuffled the cards, is what you're dishing out is not what you're getting back. The amount of love that you're showing towards, it could be yourself, yourself ultimately, because that's what this whole experience is about. It's a lesson to show you where within yourself that you're not showing yourself enough love in. And that's what this person and or experience is reflecting back with you. And your higher self is saying, hey, this is a cycle that needs to come to an end. But that you're being energetically to really sit down, this waning crescent moon, to see, okay, what areas do I need to, as I said, today being the 18th, do I need to bring some more balance within myself to show myself some more love, meaning you, friend. So that way you can strengthen your light, can shine brighter, your aura could get stronger. So that way those lower vibrational energies and entities can't F with you, if you know what I'm saying, catching my vibes. They can't mess with you as easily and make it hard to make the best decision that's for you, friend. Because right now I see that you're being asked to learn from your experiences, because the eight is ruled by the Hermit, which is all about wisdom and experience, as well as the the 8 strength card. So the strength card is just what it is. It's the strength, your inner strength, but it's ruled by the Leo. So it's having the strength to come over overcome your obstacles. So with the strength card coming out in reverse, and then the 9 of Cups coming out in reverse, and the Hermit rules a 9, it's all about using your wisdom. Using the wisdom from the experiences. Like, what wisdom are you gaining from this experience and all your experiences, friend? So that way you can make the best choice that will strengthen you and no longer hurt you. So, I'm not big on, I'm not, like I said, don't take my readings as it resonates, because it's all to help you build your discernment so you know what's best to do for you. Because at the end of the day, you're going to do what you're going to do regardless. So, and then also with there being a lot of the orange and the red and the strength card is sticking out. So it's all about, like I said, courage. I heard the word fire. So when I think of the fire, it's like transcending, because fire is, you can see fire, you can feel fire. Like fire to me represents all 3 bodies, or realms, I should say. It represents the mental realm. Just because when you really look at a fire, you can actually see the energy, like the heat from the fire going up. That's air. excuse me, that's air energy. Is why it represents mental body. And then you can actually feel the heat from fire, and feelings is the emotional body. And then, you could actually physically see fire. So, so it's, to me, when fire elements or colors come up that reminds me of fire, it's all about transcending. So right now you should figure out, you're being energetically, per your cards, is being energetically asked, okay, how can I transcend into my highest vibration within this contract, that I have with this person and or experience? How can I transcend to be the best me that I can be? And hopefully, if there is somebody else involved, that they level up as well. But at the end of the day, this is your life. These are your contracts, and how you handle it is how you handle it, because we're all here to learn, and it's our choice if we're going to learn or not learn. Because right now, there's a lot of imbalances I just heard in your life, and you're being asked to go with the flow, like flow out of this. It says go with the flow. At the bottom of the card, it says let go, rest, manifest. So if this environment and or person is not in alignment with what you really want, what you truly seek out of this experience, as far as a manifestation and stuff, then you really got to sit down, friend, and sit with yourself and figure out what is it that you truly want that's best for you. Chamanda came out, and Chamanda says, knowing what to allow and what to fight for or against requires wisdom. Chamanda is the fearlessness, wisdom, patience, and discipline required to conquer a difficult situation. Chamanda is the power to accomplish what you need and desire. She is with you now. Her presence now portends a truly exceptional breakthrough on your path. Bless. Yeah, and I see that because with the 9, the 8, and the 13 coming out, numbers coming out, I see that as you being at a point where you're trying to merge worlds, meaning you're trying to bring your goals, your desires into this current situation right now. But right now, like, you're still learning how to be a leader in regards to timing. Is it the right time for this? Is everything lined up the way it's supposed to be? Not within yourself first, because everything is based off of you, your decision on what you want to do and stuff for you. Because if you internally are choosing to do things that is not in alignment, or to stay in soul contracts within people that are not in alignment with what it is you're truly seeking, friend, then that's the energy that's going to keep coming back to you. As you see in the 8 card, this is the infinity sign. As above it is below, as within it is throughout. So right now, your waning crescent moon phase, specifically in this Leo moon that we're about to have tonight, is asking you, what are you truly, like I said, this whole week, what do you choose? We're currently in the 10th astrological house, and the underlying energy is the 6th energy, which is Gemini energy, which is lover's energy. And it's the 6th house, which is all about, I want to say, partnerships and stuff like that, but more not romantic wise, but like more so like coworkers, friends, things like that. But you have to think about it. How you treat yourself is a reflection. It's going to be reflected out into your physical life in some type of way, shape, or form. So if you're not being a true friend to yourself, if you're not, if you're making choices where you can't even be cool with yourself and do things that make you happy and stuff, you can't really expect that from others. That's a hard lesson that I had to learn myself. And within my own physical experiences of life thus far, and stuff, because people can only do what they're from what they can do from the energetic perspective, not just the physical. It's a reason why, when you get those little pings and stuff, or afterthoughts and stuff afterwards, no matter if it's with a physical person or just something you're doing yourself, it's like, I shouldn't be doing this or whatnot. It's a reason for that. It's because, internally our higher selves, is trying to let us know, like, hey, this is not in alignment to make us better. So, you shouldn't do that. But, or watch out, could possibly happen. Pay attention to your emotions. So right now, that's what I see for you right now, friend, as far as your current energy and the perspective, aspect, and frequency, what you're going through right now. So I hope this has helped you some, friend. I just want to thank you for allowing me to be your connect to the astral realms and your vibe. If you call my vibe, friend, you like me, you resonated with my reading, then ring my notification bell, smash that friend button, aka subscribe button, friend. Make sure you choose the personalized option from the bell drop down menu, so the next time I call to spill the energetic detox tea, you won't miss my calls, baby. Remember, we made high and low vibrational contracts before we were born to help us realign our energy, figure out what's really going on per our individual and collective soul vibrations and contracts and so forth. All our answers are within us. Bless. Just make sure you tell yourself, I am irrefutable. BKA, I'm impossible to deny. To be more patient with yourself and love yourself unconditionally, because whatever you mentally think and back up emotionally is what you physically create. Ashe. Stay blessed up, friend, and I will see you in the next video or the astral realms. Peace, love, and bliss. Bye. Hey, Pal 2 friend, welcome to your reading. Okay, Pal 2 friends, so you picked the third eye and the stellar chakra groups. So, first of all, I forgot to mention this in the first pile, but I guess I was pulled to pull it up because with today being Tuesday, it's all about this is Mars energy, and Mars is all about planning and self-confidence. Mars was, I want to say he was like the god of war. So this is masculine energy all day. And I could see why I was pulled to say this, mention this in your pile, because the third eye, that chakra is all about using your discernment from the perspective of where you're at in life. How you're understanding life and all that encompasses life at this current time based off upon your experiences and stuff that you have experienced thus far. That's what builds your discernment. So, but right now, friend, I'm seeing that your discernment is a little off balance only because of the simple fact that the stellar chakra came out, and the stellar chakra is all about like astral projection, being able to connect to other realms and travel. And with your cards coming out the way they did, you have the Three of Pentacles, which is the Three of disc in my top deck. So it's the Three of Pentacles, and that came out sideways with the top of the card facing the right, which is our north node, our future possibilities, possible futures, depending on, once again, your choices, how you dog walk your low vibrational karmic contracts. As well as at the bottom of the deck, I was pulled to just flip the deck over and take what was at the bottom. And you have the Two of Wands, and that came out upright. Then the circular cards are from my level up deck, and that's you see facing upright is redirection, but manifestation is in reverse. And then not from my self-love, level up deck, and then from my self-love oracle deck, you have the duck. I forgot what kind of duck this is, but I looked it up when I was pulling these cards when I first got them and stuff. I want to say this is a wooden duck. Where I live at, we don't see that type of ducks. We don't see those type of ducks. So that's why I looked it up, because it caught my interest in my, I was like, oh wow, this is a pretty duck. But anyway, when you see this duck, that means it's a masculine duck, and it pretty much means good things, good luck, prosperity, things like that in your physical world. But because, and I believe that you are on your way. You're just trying to figure something out. Like with you picking the third eye and the crown, stellar chakra pile, it's like right now you're trying to figure out, like you're in point A of your life, and you're trying to get to point Z. And right now your energy is like, well, how you're mentally thinking like, how can I do this? How can I do this? Right now I see you, things are building up for you because of the simple fact that you are mentally, energetically, you're like in the third dimension. And that's where things start to, you're thinking like, okay, you're utilizing the tools and the resources that you have. So you have an understanding. It's like you have an understanding of what you need to do, but you're still trying to figure out how to do it. And with the Two of Wands coming out, the Wands, the two is ruled by the High Priestess. So that's all about the inner wisdom, but like the secret inner wisdom. So right now it's like you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I use what I have now to get to where I want to go? And I see this in regards to your health and your money, just because the Pentacles came out. I'm hearing like Cardi B right now. I make money moves. So maybe you're trying to open up a business, pile two friend. Maybe you're trying to, but I see like start a new career. What else am I seeing? I'm seeing somebody who is possibly like an entrepreneur. Maybe you made some like changes, and now you're, as far as career goals, life goals, health goals. But it's something that you're like on the brink of, or you're, depending on your timeline, you're either on the brink of it. Yeah, just because I said it, I feel like some of y'all are on the brink of it, and some of y'all are getting started just because of how I started the reading off. So it's two groups here. It's those who are on the brink of calling in whatever you're calling in, and as far as your money and your health and just your physical life, how you're going to take care of you, or you're just getting started and you're trying to figure it out. So now I'm getting two different messages. It just switched up on me. So yeah, friend. So I see, like I said, you know what to do, but it's like, where do I place my energy? That was another thing when I saw the Two of Wands come out in your reading, it was like, okay, how do I balance myself in the physical sense? That's what came out. Like, how do I balance myself in the physical sense? So that way I can call this in. Like, you might not actually be saying this, but overall that's what your energy is like. It's like, how can you make this happen? How can you magnetize what you're doing to just wrap this whatever you're wanting to obtain in? How can you keep going, keep the energy going, moving forward and obtaining this? Because the three is ruled by the Empress. So right now you definitely are in creative mode. I would say your higher self right now energetically is, because redirection came out right here, and it says redirection. There's something better for you. A closed door is an open door elsewhere. Okay. And then with manifestation in reverse, it says we create our reality by what we think, dream, and imagine. Yeah. And then you have the duck. Like I said, it's a lot of opportunity. Like, some of y'all are on the brink, or you just came up with an idea that could that could change your life, that could astral project you into a whole nother world, a whole nother realm. Some of y'all got a good idea that just came to me. But this card, the self-love, said, do not fear of being left alone. Instead of jumping into another relationship, use the time to self-reflect and heal. Yeah, so this probably is what your waning crescent Leo moon lesson is this week. It's kind of like maybe you might be the type of person who jump too quick, with your energy, with your energy energetically, therefore physically. So you might make moves before you really think something out, especially with like the cards coming out. They like something is blocking you from manifesting since manifestation came out. Like something is blocking you or hindering you, and it's something that you don't want to leave behind, but you might need, your higher self might say, hey, you need to really sit down and think about your priorities. Is this, oh, okay, this just came to me too, friend, because when it comes to the pentacles and stuff, the pentacle suit, that's all about, like, traditionally it's all about the money and the health, but overall I'm hearing that you're investing your energy into something that's blocking you, and your lesson this season might be to redirect it. So like I'm seeing now somebody who keeps bumping into the same type of situation, same type of experience. Yeah, certain details change or whatever, but like you're going through the same, a very like similar experiences where you're like investing in things, but you're not. Oh, this is real similar. You might have been pulled to pile one, where you're not getting it, where you're not getting what you dish out, or I keep saying dish, but what you invest in energetically, you're not getting it back. But I'm seeing, but pile one was more so focused on like love, but this is more so, okay, so you might have been pulled to pile one. I only say that because of the simple fact that that was more so like something holding you back that you were emotionally attached to. But this one, I could see this why there's a connection, because now it's like, because you're emotionally attached, if you were drawn to pile one, but you're drawn to something that is not giving you what you're energetically giving out. So right now you're the Leo waning crescent moon, with this phase with energy and bringing balance to our energies and stuff, and our physical challenges that we're currently going through, especially with the pentacles coming out, and that's all about transcending. That's fall energy, working on your mental body. So you might want to just work on strengthening, clearing out your mental first and foremost. Clearing out your mental, bringing some balance to it. That's what I'm hearing right now. So that way you can make moves that are more fluid. That's what I'm hearing right now, friend. I'm hearing like right now your mental, like you're mentally stuck here. Even though you're dreaming of this, you have goals of that, but mentally your mental thoughts are not in alignment with what you want to call in. That'll bring you abundance. That'll bring you prosperity. That'll balance you out, make you feel stable, make you feel secure. Yeah, because right now you're in the seasons of growing. You're what you have, your ideas on that could bring you stability and stuff. Like it's heightened. Like it can't happen. That's what I'm hearing right now. But you have to finish. For those of you who are just starting, you have to finish doing your research because that's what the high priestess is all about. High priestess energy is all about like secrets and stuff like that. So like that gives me the I just heard like just doing your research, making sure you do your research so you can have everything lined up that you need to do for you, so that way you can make this idea pop or solidify, what you need to solidify. But for those of you who are already like on the brink and started working on your money, your career or whatnot, and things like that, or wherever you're investing your energy into, that you're looking for some like a big payback that'll stabilize your life and move you into a new phase of life. I'm hearing that that you just need to make sure mentally you clear out. That could go either way too, no matter how you resonate with this reading. You just need to mentally make sure you clear out what it is you need to clear out mentally, so that way you could think higher, like you could get yourself emotionally aligned. Because that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing, seeing somebody who is you're focused on the physical. That's the hold up. You're focused too much on the physical and the little obstacles and challenges. Even though it might not be little to you, but your obstacles and challenges that you're currently facing, which is throwing you off emotionally. Oh, yeah. You might want to look at Power 1. Yeah. But that's what I have for you, friends. So right now, it's all about balancing out your mental and I'm hearing your emotional body. Don't be afraid to leave certain things behind, but don't forget when you do, before you move forward, sit with things first. So yeah, that's your lesson right now within this month. It's strictly about your mental body and just sitting with yourself and your energy. So that way, the next move you make is going to bring you I'm hearing huge monumental transitions. That's what I'm hearing, friend. All right, friend. That's all I have for you. Thank you, Pile 2, friend. Thank you for letting me be your connect to the astral realms and your vibes, friend. Don't forget to hit that like button if you resonated with your reading. Also ring that notification bell, smash that friend button, aka subscribe button. Make sure you use the personalized option from that bell drop down menu. So the next time I call to spill the energetic detox tea, you won't miss my call, babes. Remember, we made high and low vibrational contracts. So contracts that we're all signing off and creating all at the same time. So, and it's all, we made it all before we were born. We're constantly making them, but it's all to help us realign our energy, figure out what's really going on per our individual and collective souls, vibrations and contracts and so forth. All our answers are within us. Make sure you tell yourself, I am irrefutable. BKA, I am impossible to deny. Don't forget to be more patient with yourself, friend. Love yourself unconditionally, because what you mentally think and back up emotionally is what you physically create. Ashe. Stay blessed up, friend, and I'll see you in either the astral realms or the next video. Peace, love, and bliss. Bye. Hi, Pile 3 friends. Okay, friends, welcome to your reading. I see you picked the third eye and the earth star / root chakra pile. So the earth star is all about the grounding. It's the chakra that anchors us to our physicality, to the earth, to help keep us aligned from like top to bottom. And then you already know the root chakra is all about, it's a chakra about our self-love, security and safety. And then the third eye is all about discernment from this perspective and how we view the world from the perspectives we've built over time from our past experiences. So what I'm seeing, friend, is that right now surrounding energy in your higher self during this waning crescent moon phase, especially with this Leo moon, it's all about you. I heard accepting yourself, just because of the simple fact that my self-love card came out in reverse. And this card says, I can see who you truly are. Know that I can see what I am truly worth. So right now you're trying to figure out, I'm seeing someone who's trying to figure out life in some type of aspect, some type of way. Your imbalances is like where you don't feel secure. You don't feel safe. I'm not sure if it's in regards to money or like just an experience with another person, but overall, you're trying to figure out, okay, what do I really want? You know, that's what I overall heard. It's like, what do I really want out of my life? What is life? What is life all about? You know, type of stuff. Or if it's within your experience, like what is the purpose of the experience? What are we doing here? Where is it going? You know, things like that. So, and I'm hearing also, because the patience card came out in reverse. Patience is required. Trust the process. And then one of my main cards that came out of my self-love, it says, may this deck help keep you aligned to your higher path. So right now it's like something is wanting to end, friend, because the death card came out upright. So something is wanting to end in your life, like energetically, where, you know, there's some energy that's like, okay, you've been in this situational experience, this lesson for a while now, and it's time for you to cycle out and stuff. And it's like, of course you're wanting to, but it's like, you're not too sure what exactly is going to happen when, you know, what are you going to get if you separate yourself. That's what I heard. And so it's like, you want something better, but it's like, I don't know what else I can do or what I deserve or what I'm going to get or what's going to happen if I leave this experience, regardless if it's with somebody else or if it's just you and it's just certain things that you're holding on, characteristics that is not mindset characteristics, mental thoughts, thought processes that are not helping you, that are limiting you and not helping you to move forward in your life in some type of way, shape, or form, you know, whatever that may be. My colleague, my message for you is commit entirely and without hesitation to your most passionate inspirations. There are genius and wisdom in what you yearn to do. You have a greater capacity to attain fruition than those around you may recognize. Oh, I just heard, hope I'm not triggering. I like verbal abuse. Verbal, not really like verbal abuse, but like people are like verbally, you're not being verbally uplifted the way you seek in others. You're like putting your worth and your value into what other people, like if other people speak life into you, that's what you base it on. And so like, and you have to remember, friend, that when it comes to how we value ourselves, and also sometimes we devalue ourselves, that's from within. Because we are all going through internal energetic battles, whether we are aware of it or not. Even those who are aware of energy and stuff and know how it works, at the end of the day, we all are going through something. So people cannot give you what you are not able to give yourself and stuff. It has to talk to you, because somebody could speak life into you, tell you you're the greatest, this and that, give you the best ideas. But if you're not coming up with that for yourself and stuff, if that's not how you speak to yourself and you view yourself completely opposite of what somebody else, whatever type of verbally the life they're speaking into you, then that's what your surrounding energy, your lesson during this waning crescent moon is asking you. Do you know your worth? Do you know your value? Because right now it's time to cycle out. Let this mindset die. Let this mindset move on, because you're way worth more than what somebody can tell you, because they could tell you anything. Not saying that person or in our experience is a liar, but what I'm saying is that it has to come from within first and foremost, because if you're dependent on what other people and or experiences are feeding into you to add to your value and add to your self-worth, then what happens when it stops? Because like I said, everything is not permanent. It's only permanent for as long as you put the work in to obtain it and hold on to it. As I always say, and what did I say? I said that earlier in my last quarter moon waning crescent video I posted, I think yesterday and stuff. This energy is pushing us to decide, okay, which contracts we want to align with and how long do we want to align with it. It's all about your work, which is why this card came out and it's talking about commit entirely and without hesitation to your most passionate inspiration. Sorry, friend. Your most passionate inspiration. There is a genius and wisdom in what you yearn to do. You have a greater capacity to attain fruition than those around you may recognize. Believe in yourself, even if no one else does. It's not imagination that drives you towards your destiny, but the instinctive recognition of your true purpose. Like I said, it all comes from within, friend. You can have what you need and desire, but you must be prepared to enter into the sacred fire to make the appropriate offering. The offering is you letting go of those mindsets, because now you know that you can have this self-worth and this self-value for whatever it is that you want to do. However you seek what you seek from others that feed the life into you, what you seek from them to give you, you can do that and obtain that yourself in whatever way you're trying to obtain it. You know what I'm saying? Friend, catch the vibes. But you have to be able to sacrifice that type of mindset and release the type of contracts where you're codependent on other people or other things feeding life into you, and using that to determine your self-worth and your self-value. It says also shift from focusing on what isn't working to handing over all concerns as a prayer offering to the divine. All can then be resolved and shall manifest according to loving and generous grace. And your last Kalima message says, through journeying within, you will gain energy, insight, and freedom from the constraints of what has been. Allow that which needs to end to do so. You shall realize that you are not being denied, but released. There is something new on the horizon for you. Honor your losses, but keep hope in your heart for what is meant to be. Yeah, friend. Like, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I heard the word acceptance. Like, you needing to accept where you are at in life. Because that's how you're going to gain the strength with this Leo waning crescent moon to bring the balance for you to move forward and be a leader in your life. Because with this 13 coming up, or the death card, that's all about being in the fourth dimension and mentally. And so therefore that means, like, in the fourth dimension, that's all about knowing timing, being knowledgeable about timing, being knowledgeable about what it is you need in order to move forward, so you could plan better, you could plan more wiser. You can call in the things that are true reflection of your highest self, but it takes work. It takes commitment. It takes you loving you. It takes you grounding those energies, root chakra, earth star chakra, releasing those old toxic mindsets as far as, the third eye chakra, releasing those perspectives of, of what that has built your discernment up to view life from a place where it's not healthy, and you're dependent on other people to tell you certain things, or you're dependent on having certain experiences in life, like maybe a good job, and you're saying, okay, I'm worth something because I make X amount of dollars, or I have these type of obstacle, financial or tangible, luxuriant things in my life or whatnot, or because I have this type of person, they look like this, that, and the third, and they're making me look good. I heard the word narcissistic. Sorry, trigger. But yeah, how that may resonate. But friend, that's your reading. That overall, the surrounding energy in your higher self, this is the phase of your life that they're trying to that energy is trying to push you out of. So that way you learn what you need to learn within this lesson. So you could become more, even higher vibrational leader, because you are a leader in your life. You know, we're all leaders in our life, and in certain ways and perspectives, but there's always something we need to work on, because we all have purpose, you know, that we need to contribute to this world, but from a higher vibrational standpoint. And so that's where becoming more of a leader in your life comes from. You making sure that you are a leader in that aspect, and building interdependent relationships where you're not so much codependent on others to add value to you, or certain experiences, outside influences, I should say, overall, to add value to you and stuff, but it comes from within. But also being humbled enough. I know a lot of people look down on that word humble, but the humble, I look at it, I mean, everything has a positive and a negative to it, period. You know, it just depends on where you're at and how you view it and stuff. But just because somebody says it has, you know, it's a bad word, or whatever, that doesn't mean it is, you know. So and I guess I was pulled to say that because using your own discernment, like truly sitting down with yourself this week and figuring out, okay, what's true to you? Who are you, friend? You know, what makes you, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what, but at the overall, focusing more so on the higher perspectives and how you can hold on and maintain, and strengthen, looking at yourself at in a higher perspective, in a higher way. So that way, no matter who says what, nay, shade, whatever, you know, at the end of the day, you're basing your self-worth and your value upon you and how you feel and what you think about yourself. No matter what's going on in life, no matter what, at the end of the day, it's about you and how you feel, period. But that's all I have for you, friend. I thank you for letting me be your connect to the astral realms and your vibe. If you call my vibe, you like me, you resonated with this reading, then ring my notification bell, smash that like button, smash that friend button, aka subscribe button. Make sure you choose the personalized option from the bell drop down menu, so the next time I call to spill the energetic detox tea, you won't miss my call, babes. Remember, we made high and low vibrational soul contracts before we were born, and we are constantly making and renewing contracts. But it's all to help us realign our energy, figure out what's really going on per our individual as well as collective souls, vibrations, and contracts, and so forth. All your answers are within you, as always. So make sure you tell yourself today, I am irrefutable. BKA, I am impossible to deny. Make sure you are patient with yourself and love yourself unconditionally, because whatever you mentally think and back up emotionally is what you physically create. Ashe. Stay blessed up, friend, and I'll see you in either the next video or the astral realms. Peace, love, and bliss. Bye.